A very good afternoon to everybody present here. My name is Sid and my topic for today will be security transformation. So before I deep dive into the security transformation, I would like to first talk about all the other pillars of transformation. First, we have the workforce transformation. With workforce transformation, we give your employees all the devices which they love to use. So when they're happy using all the devices, their productivity will increase, which eventually leads to higher ROI. Next, we have IT transformation. When we talk about IT transformation, we are talking about your data center. We are talking about your servers, your networking, your storage, and how we can pool all the resources using the virtualization. Next, we have the digital transformation. When we talk about the digital transformation, we're talking about the software, right? Let's face it, a smartphone without any apps is not a smartphone anymore. Last but not least, we have security transformation. I feel security transformation is the most important one of the transformations, which is why I've chosen it as my topic for today. So right now, we are in the digital age. It is 2017. Yet we have a lot of our customers who are using the legacy infrastructure. So I can go to my customers and I can tell them, hey Mr. Customer, hey Mrs. Customer, I can transform your workforce. I can transform your data center. I can transform your software. They might be impressed, but they'll always have one question at the back of their mind. How secure is my data? Well, here at Dell, we have all the solutions to address all of your concerns, right? At the end of the day, what do we want to help our customers do? We want to help our customers grow. How do we help them grow? We have to transform them. And we integrate security into all our transformations. Okay, so now let's deep dive into the security transformation. The first part about security transformation will be infrastructure security. When we talk about infrastructure security, we are talking about our notebooks, talking about our desktops, talking about the cloud. We're talking about the servers, talking about the storage, and we're talking about the networking, right? So let me ask you a question here. Which is the most secure notebook or desktop in the world today? I'll give you some time to think. Okay, the actual answer would be the most secure notebook or desktop in the world today is one that's kept in a room which is locked, which has no connection at all to the outside world. Now that's not a practical thing to do, right? So to address infrastructure security, we have a few solutions. First, the easiest solution will be the McAfee antivirus. So the McAfee is our partner and it comes installed on all our notebooks and desktops. Next, I'd like to talk about SonicWall. So SonicWall is a firewall that we have. Not only does it help in managing your network, it can also help in blocking links which users will not be allowed to access, and it can also help to manage the bandwidth of links that users will be allowed to access. Next, I'd like to talk about VMware NSX. So VMware NSX is a solution that helps me to virtually manage my network, right? What I can do with VMware is I can micro-segment my network, right? So if this is my network and I have a threat that's coming in from here, I can turn this part of the network off. So the threat will not be able to access all the rest of the network. So to make this a bit more easier, right, let me use a real life example. Let's say I have my house and I have my front gate. My front gate will act as my firewall, right? In case there's a breach of my firewall, what I can do is I can turn off certain parts of the network. In this case, in the house, every door will act as a firewall in itself, which will make it harder for the threat to navigate into the network. After infrastructure, next we will talk about ASO. ASO stands for Advanced Security Ops. When we talk about ASO, we need to know three things. First is when. We need to know when was the threat entered into your data center. Maybe it was last night, maybe it was last month, right? Next will be where. So you need to know where is the vulnerability in your data center. It's possible it's from a notebook. It's possible it was from a data center. Maybe it was from somewhere which was outside. Last would be how. We need to know how it happened. Maybe you went on a link that you're not supposed to go on. Maybe you put in a pen drive into the data center which you're not supposed to do. Or maybe like someone sent you a video and you had a good laugh, but in turn it actually embedded a virus into your data center, right? So to address all of these concerns, we have a few solutions. First is RSA Net Witness, right? So what this will do, this does not only help to identify the threats to your data center or to your infrastructure, this will also help to neutralize them, right? This is referred to as a DIY solution. So let's say if you have a strong team in your company, you can use RSA to identify and to neutralize all your threats. But maybe a few customers say, oh, I don't have a very large team. I have maybe 2 or 3 people who are managing my entire infrastructure. What do you do then? So for that, we have a solution, which is a do it with you solution, which will be SecureWorks. So for SecureWorks is actually a service which can identify a threat up to 53 days in advance, right? SecureWorks is also used by the FBI, and that speaks about our credibility. A few of our customers ask us, is it possible to use RSA and SecureWorks at the same time? Yes, it is possible. We can make a customized plan for you. Last but not least, let's talk about risk. So risk management is very important. You need to know where your infrastructure is at risk. You need to know where your vulnerability lies, right? So for that, we have a solution called RSA Archer Suite. What this will help us do is, it will periodically run the tests on your data center, on your infrastructure, and it will take all the data, it will put all the data into a risk analysis algorithm, and it will generate a report for you. So how will this help me? First of all, we go by the mentality that your prevention is better than cure. Next, just imagine if I have a small team, right? I can look at the report and I can say, hey, team, this part of the data center requires more attention right now. This needs to be patched first, and you can concentrate on everything else maybe a bit later, right? So this is a high-level view of maybe just a few of the solutions that we have. We integrate security into all our solutions from the ground up. We don't want you to think of security as an afterthought. So far, my company has not got attacked before. My company is too small, it may not be attacked, right? We don't want you to be reactive. Oh, there's a threat, let's do something. We want you to be proactive. I'm proud to say that all of these, as well as all the transformations, is brought to you under one single roof, which will be Dell. We are your one-stop shop for all solutions from end to end. So, Mr. Customer and Mrs. Customer, I have only one question for you. Are you ready to be transformed? Thank you.